It's a building that's meant so much to the city of New Orleans and all of its residents over the years, and our coverage of the NFL has brought us to it, Caesars Superdome. Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And here we go from New Orleans. Darius Davis to return it. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's first and 10. Herbert throwing right away. He's got Andrews. It's a 21-yard gain. And the Chargers will have a first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. They get an even 10 on that play. And it brings up an LA first down.
I don't know, Kate. I didn't think he had it. But that back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the first down. Pops up right away and signals first down.
Jukes one defender. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Chargers will have a first.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
First and 10. Here's Herbert. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Third and short in your back pocket and get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Handoff on second and short. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. With a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
All plays on the table here for third and 3. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Going to the ground again on first. We'll take it in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers finish up an excellent opening series. They'll try this extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. He's going to field this at the 2. This return makes it up to the 25. They're out and set, first and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up second and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Second and 10 now. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Well, that's... to the pressure, earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. On third down, it's Hurts. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And that one goes out of bounds. Didn't really challenge from midfield at all. They're going to mark it inside the 45-yard line. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Shotgun snap to Herbert. That's into the hands of Moore. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Putting the tight end in motion. Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact. You couldn't do it. I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
This one falls incomplete.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL where they come down to a play or two and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, the coach wants to see them convert those.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that one was hit great. It sails on through without incident.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now a give on the counter. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Well, no look on his first look of the game. And that brings up 4th and long.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And his drive forward halted after a couple of yards. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. Herbert from the gun. He gets this one to Myers. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Herbert back to throw. Hits him on the out route. It goes for a 38-yard pickup. And it brings up an LA first down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
You know, okay, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Another carry for him. Escapes a defender. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. This, our last play of the quarter. They'll try and punch it in. Punches it in for the LA touchdown. The Chargers hold a 16-point lead in the first. Looking to tack on the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chargers take a 3-possession lead. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Tuli Tuipulotu in for the tackle. That's the end of one. And we're back for the second quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They'll have 2nd and 7 to deal with. Shotgun snap for Hurts. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Hurts now from the gun. Yeah, this one is dropped and incomplete. He had the pick in his hands, couldn't hang on. It's going to be 4th down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And the Chargers take possession. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Hits his running back. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Able to hit Palmer, complete. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Herbert now off the play fake. Fits it through the middle. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. First down, ball at the 36. Herbert to throw once more. Buys time, rolling right. He's running with it. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Give him 13 on that play. And the Chargers will have a first. Blown back, gets the handoff. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bobbled up at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. They'll empty the backfield and motion him right. He brings it in. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Back to throw, here's Herbert. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later. Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Return starts from the goal line. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
They give it to him again. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Just a couple on the pickup there, so back-to-back runs leave him with a 3rd and 8. From the pistol, Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Mitch Wishnowsky on the punt. He takes this in on his side of midfield. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. It's scored as a 51-yard punt. And they're going to take over possession. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. Tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately no connection to be made.
Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Forced out to his right. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
First down, Chargers.
So we're at the 2-minute warning here from the Superdome. The Chargers leading near the break. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. To throw, Herbert. Gets it to him on the screen. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Jalen Thompson, the man on the tackle.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 39. Stays in the pocket, and he's brought down after a short gain.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
On 3rd down, Herbert. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. From the gun, here's a handoff. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal. They're running again. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. He finds him right side. Touchdown, LA. Kicking team on to try the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Chargers continue piling onto this lead. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Return starts from the goal line. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. He'll throw it. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. Here comes the final play of our first half. Back to throw it. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. On first down, Hurts. Brought in by Jake Ferguson. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
First down throwing for Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. Back to throw, Hurts. That's going to be caught by Washington. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Stopped by Deion Henley. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Back to the well again. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. A solid gain of 6 there. It's going to be 3rd and just a yard. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. It's caught, McLaughlin. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
On first down, they'll run. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back-to-back carries here. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run in crossing that first down marker.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Throwing from the gun. He's on the move. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
He gets it headed right. And the defense flows over to make the play outside. The makings of a goal line stand here. No gain on the run, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, now things get a little dicey for this offense. 1 down left before a big decision to make. Do you continue to try running it against a front that stopped you, or are you now forced to put the ball in the air?
Hurts now on 3rd and goal. The back's got it. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
On 4th down, Hurts has it in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them a possession.
Short pass brought in. And they bring him down here at about the 13-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Moore going in motion left. This gets up past the 20. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Into traffic, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Thankfully, only... First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Give now to the running back. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And he's going nowhere there. Add that to what's been a tough afternoon for him. Looks like no gain on 2nd down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Completed to his running back. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. And that play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps the drive moving. They'll come up 1st and 10. First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Finds him over the middle. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. They get 13 on the pickup. And it brings up an LA first down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. In the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Herbert from the gun. And he must have overlooked the linebacker there because he was right in the way to swat it away and bring out the incompletion. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Herbert back to throw. Brought in close to the 8. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line.
first and goal.
They'll have first and goal to go now after they gain 18 on the previous play. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. They're 3 yards closer to the end zone. Here comes second and goal. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only a yard on the game there, and now it's going to bring up third and goal from the 4. Quick pass, right side, complete. It's an LA touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Returnable from the 2. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Now Hurts. We'll check this one down, complete to the fullback. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Handoff on second and short. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They get 6 and a first down as well.
Looky here, you don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next third down coming.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Halfway there on first down, that brings up second and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
We've got a fumble pretty close to midfield. And it's scooped up by the Chargers.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a first down on second down. You're trying to create a manageable third down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
And they stop him after a good run that takes him down inside the 40. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Chargers about to move to a perfect 5-0 this season. Running for the marker on second. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
Okay, time for the defense to think about getting that ball back. And this is where you've got to conserve every second. Got to expect a timeout coming any moment now.
They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So the Chargers take this one on the road. And if they could play at this level every time,